Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things surround you. What more is you looking for?
Well, you can tell what we're going to be talking about today. We have an incredible group of people here for this podcast to talk about the new excitement at Parker Middle School, the Little Mermaid Jr, the musical. It's Hutch, and with us today we have some characters from the Little Mermaid Jr, the musical. To my left is
Abigail Dugan, Elise Pierce,
Liam Ireland.
And of course, we have their fearless leader and musical director,
Miss Polaski.
All right. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, that's where you say hi. Hi, everybody. Okay. So let's start off with the important question of when is this Little Mermaid Jr. musical?
Well, I think, Liam, you had it pretty down pat. When's the show?
February 29th at 7 o'clock, March 1st at 7 o'clock, March 2nd at 2 o'clock, and March 2nd at 7 o'clock.
Okay, so Ms. Polaski, can you walk us through the process of bringing a musical like this to life? Because I'm sure it's incredibly easy, of course.
Yeah, it's super easy. All you have to do is pick from a million different shows and pick which one you like the best and make that super easy decision. And then you have to hold auditions and make a super easy decision about the cast. I'm being sarcastic, by the way, everybody. It's super, super difficult.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to cast a show. So many people tried out, and everybody who tried out, everybody who tries out for a musical gets in at Parker, as long as I'm in charge. So everybody who tried out has a spot. There's a place for everybody. And just deciding who's going to be what part and who's going to fit which character the best. And then we're looking at rehearsal schedule, making sure we can cram in all the scenes we have to block and learn the songs and have it all done by the time we get to the show date. We got to figure out all the costumes, make sure everybody has costumes. And some people are more than one part, so they have to have two or sometimes more than two different costumes. So organizing all of that. We have to organize a stage crew, lights and sound and dancing. It's a lot of work, but it's super rewarding, and the end product is always worth it.
Really is.
So I guess that sort of leads us into, is it just you doing this, or do you have some friends or people, or I don't know how it works, staff or whatever, helping you out?
No, I definitely could not have done this by myself. There's no way. I think we have over 60 kids involved in the show. So I have, Mr. Stedman over at the high school has been a huge help. And then we have our choreographer. Her name is Miss Julie. She is somebody who I know from outside of work, and we hired her in to do the dancing because Miss Polaski doesn't dance. So nope, that's not what I do. So I hired somebody to come in. She's wonderful. I think you guys have had a really good experience with her.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
really
we
nice.
like it, Miss Julie. And then we have somebody, Abby's brother, Aiden is helping out with sound. We have Jason Ramey. He's one of our leads. His brother Casey has really helped out a lot. And then I have another friend who's coming in and running lights for us. So no, I'm definitely not doing this by myself. It's been a team effort for sure.
Okay, so, but for someone who, I'm not going to admit that I've watched that like Dance Moms show before. Is it like Dance Moms with this like choreography world, or is it like friendly and nice?
It's very friendly. It is not at all aggressive.
Yell at us or anything.
What's the Dance Moms lady?
Abby Lee.
I love that you know that off the top of your head.
Because she has the same name
Yeah,
as
that's
me.
fair.
Yeah, that.
All right, so now we're just curious. Obviously, there's tons of characters in Little Mermaid. Everyone has grown up watching the Little Mermaid and now the remake and things like that. And so you're doing the musical version, but I'm assuming there's a lot of the same characters. Can you walk us through, guys, who your characters are, and like, do you relate to them? Are they totally opposite of you? Just like walk us through that a little bit.
Yeah, so I play Flounder. I feel like I can relate to him a lot because he's very anxious, but towards the end, he becomes stronger. He tries to fight Ursula, but then he gets kidnapped by, I think,
we all?
Flotsam.
I think. But yeah, so I think I can relate to him a lot. He's a lot like me, and try to play him the best I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do a really great job.
Thank you.
I am Alana, the Mer sister, one of the Mer sisters. There's 6 of us.
You're the last Mer sister.
I am.
She's
Well, I mean,
the
technically,
youngest.
Ariel is the last one.
Second
she,
to last.
She's our sister.
Yes, you're the second to
Thank
last.
Yeah.
you. Thank you. I want my title to be proper.
My bad.
And, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I can kind of relate with, I don't know, how sassy she is. I can have an attitude. But it's really nice because, I don't know, like, especially since you're also a Mer sister.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
have
throw
some
in you,
rehearsals.
the Pikachu being thrown at you.
Oh, I don't want the Pikachu thrown at me. I used to, well, I still do, kind of.
Yeah, you definitely still do.
I make faces when I get it wrong, and I, like, throw my hands up in the air.
And then Miss Polaski threatens to throw a Pikachu at you.
So
Yeah.
so Elise is very hard on herself sometimes, but she's very wonderfully talented. And whenever she makes a face at herself for something that she sang that she didn't like, even though it sounded awesome, I threaten to throw a Pikachu at her.
Yeah.
But don't worry, it's not a hard Pikachu.
No, it's
It wouldn't
printed.
it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
So I don't like when people are too hard on themselves. I mean, we're all learning here, and we have a lot of kids who have never done a show before. So it's great to see when people can, just be okay with their mistakes and move on or improve as we go without being too hard on themselves. Because this is a lot of work, and we're all getting better as we go. You guys have really improved since our first day, so you need to give yourselves credit for that, for real.
Yeah.
Is it like a make you freak out experience, or are you comfortable with this process?
I mean,
It started as the make you freak out for sure.
yeah.
Definitely at
Because
the
you all
beginning.
had to audition for this. This wasn't like,
Yeah.
And I know that you said everyone gets some sort of role, even if it's maybe stage manager or
Sure, yeah.
stage crew or whatever. Everyone who wants to be involved gets involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still had to audition. So what was that like?
Wow. That was a process.
Yeah. Last year for James and the Giant Peach, I did not practice any audition stuff until a day before auditions, and I sucked. It's just like I didn't practice or put my full effort into auditioning. And so this year I started like as soon as I found out that it was The Little Mermaid, and it paid off.
Yeah.
Funny story. I actually auditioned for Sebastian, but I got Flounder, which I honestly have grown on more than Sebastian. So
Yeah.
Liam was so set on Sebastian for so long, but
Yeah.
and I had to be around you, and I already knew what I wanted you to be in my
You were like,
head.
"Oh,
I had
nope,
this
it's
idea in
Flounder."
my head. I'm like, well, Liam would make a great Flounder, and I was like, oh man, I don't know.
The perfect accent.
And Liam was so into this idea of being Sebastian, and I'm like, and I had to be quiet around him and be like, oh, but I have this other idea. Oh, no. So I didn't say anything about it before, but I could see Flounder in you, just in your
Yeah.
personality. So I was hoping that you would say that you can relate to Flounder, because I can see Flounder just emulating through Liam all the time.
I saw that he was Flounder on the cast list, and I was like, oh yeah, definitely. That matches his
now that
his
I'm playing
personality.
Flounder, I feel like I like him better than Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sebastian is still great, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
I
yeah.
guess I still need to introduce my character.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So I am another Mer sister. I'm Adela, and I feel like I do definitely relate to her with the attitude and the
Yeah.
sassiness.
They're a lot better with
It's-
their sparkly pants on.
Oh,
We
yes.
love the sparkly
Yes.
pants.
And
Can I make a quick shout out since you brought up the sparkly pants?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is somebody
Yes.
I
Yeah.
forgot to shout out. So I have a good friend of mine. Her name is Wendy. She works at Cathedral Prep High School as their costume kind of designer person. And I was able to get so many awesome costume pieces from her. She loaned them to us for free. And they're going to be coming to one of our tech rehearsals. So they're going to be watching, her and her daughter. So, yeah, their generosity, just loaning us these costumes. And as long as we give them back the same way we got them, then
yeah.
we'll probably be able to use them again in the future. And they're awesome costumes. I mean, I know Liam's got.
Yeah, they really are. I
a
love my
awesome
costume.
costume.
It's from Cathedral Prep. It's a yellow suit with fins, and I love it.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that I shouted out my friend Wendy, because she's wonderful and gave us all these awesome costumes and the sparkly pants that all the mermaids
love
get to wear.
Yes,
They are
we
so
love the
awesome.
sparkly pants.
That is awesome. So I guess jumping in with costumes and stuff, I'm assuming you have a lot of costumes.
Oh, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that you just do this sort of loaning and donating, or you have to buy them, or what's that?
So the parameters. So I was surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised, hugely pleasantly surprised by how this has gone. A lot of parents have helped out with the costumes.
Yeah.
Really, all the parameters I set were, well, bring me your basics, shirt, pants, and anything else you want to bring, that's optional. If you bring a shirt and pants, we'll do it up. And I haven't had to do up many of these costumes because these kids and their parents are going all out.
Yeah. Well,
some
last
people are
year-
coming in with crazy stuff.
Last year, most of the ensemble was like ratty looking, like town folk. So this year,
Yeah.
everybody was like, well, now we get to be sea creatures. Let me go all in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sea creature is so vague. You could be anything.
Yeah.
And some people went above and beyond, like the clownfish hat with all the fish and the coral on
she
it.
went crazy.
Yeah.
She was like, here I go. Being a
Yeah.
sea creature.
Oh yeah. So it's been a lot of collecting from people, sorting the costumes, but a lot of people have brought stuff in. We're not going to need to use some of the stuff that we have because just so many people wanted to bring stuff from home. It's been an amazing thing to see, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. So what is some of your like favorite scenes, or what is a scene that if you're an audience member coming, you think they're going to leave being like, that was a really cool scene? So favorite scene to rehearse, or just a scene that you think is going to rock?
Well, I mean, I think I can speak for all of us, which we're all in, is She's in Love.
Yeah.
One of
For
the,
sure.
Sisters in
one of the
Flounder.
songs, it's such
Yeah.
a fun number.
Yeah.
Number one to sing. I think the vocals of it are
Yeah, I really love how
Great.
it's like a
Yeah.
girly pop kind of
Yeah.
like, upbeat.
Shout out to our choreographer who did amazing
Oh
on
my
that
god, I
song.
love
did do-
choreography.
so well. And then the dancing is so fun too.
Yeah.
It really
I
is,
think
yeah.
that's one of the most fun
Yeah.
dance numbers.
I think I like that it gives us all a chance to shine. Like we all have
Yeah.
our little moments in She's in Love.
Everyone, like the Mars sisters, and including me, all have solos in it, even if it's just like a couple words. So
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
all represented in the song in a few ways.
I agree.
I think I can speak for Miss Polaski that Under the Sea might be one of her favorites, mostly because it's going to be the parents' favorites, because like almost all of the ensemble is in Under
Yeah,
the Sea.
I feel like that and Kiss the Girl are gonna be
yeah,
like,
Kiss
really
the Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Kiss the
The
Girl.
Kiss the Girl is really fun.
I like Under the Sea because that was choreographed for me. I got to just sit and watch and
Yeah,
enjoy.
you were like, all
that
right,
was
Under
my
the
favorite
Sea.
part. I loved watching you guys learn that dance. It was
Yeah.
great. I also I have a little soft spot in my heart for the seagull song.
Oh,
It's called
human
yeah.
stuff.
Human Stuff. It's shout out to Charlie Gerlach and the three gulls. We have Allie Liebrook, and we have Emily Carlton and Peyton Hornberger, and they have the cutest dance that they do,
Yeah.
and their
Cute.
awesome
Yeah.
seagull costumes that we got from Wendy at Prep. So that's personally just because of how the choreography all came together, and
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that song. It's so goofy. I love the goofiness of it. But yeah, Under the Sea is everyone, so I love that one too. It's
Yeah.
so bright and colorful
Yeah.
and fun.
So obviously there's incredible talent from everyone who's participating, but is there anyone to really look out for? Are there actual like main characters, or is everything pretty balanced, or what?
Yeah, I feel like Claire Gallagher
Oh,
as Ursula.
yes.
She is amazing.
Oh my gosh, her voice.
I actually tried out with Ursula, and I don't think I could have ever gotten to that point. She does such
Okay,
a
let's not
good
be
job.
self-deprecating. Let's not be self-deprecating.
Pulaski's
We
like,
all
no.
know Claire. Just to shout out Claire, she's got a voice that you can't train. It's
Yeah,
just,
she has
she
a
was born with
talent.
that. She was born with that talent. She's got a big booming belty voice.
Yes,
perfect
yeah.
for the
perfect for
part.
Ursula.
Yeah, but let's not be self-deprecating.
yeah.
If you like the song "Poor Unfortunate Souls" from the movie, you're really gonna love how Claire sings it.
Oh
Yes,
yes,
she
definitely.
She's got a certain touch to how she
Yeah.
sings it. and-
And then we have Aubrey Sturgis
Yeah.
as
Ariel.
Ariel, and she made us all cry when she
Yeah.
sang her solo for us the
Everyone
first
who was at
time.
Yeah.
the rehearsal
We
for
were
Part
like,
of
"Oh
the
my
World,
gosh."
it's just
Oh my god.
everyone cry.
Yeah.
And we have Caden Walk-Beatty as Prince Eric, and we have Gabriel Pershka as King Triton, Jay Ramey as Sebastian. He has two big songs. He has the two biggest songs in the show, Under the Sea and Kiss the Girl. He's the lead in
Yeah.
both of
Yeah.
those. So that's a big part. And then we have Charlie Gerlach, as I said, as Scuttle. And then we have Kelsey Sindlinger and Caitlin Rains as Flotsam and Jetsam.
They're so
They
good.
are
Yeah, they do
amazing.
really
I love
good.
Aren't they
them.
great?
They are.
They're great.
They
I had
work
to sell them
together
on
so
that
well.
casting a little bit. I had to sell them, but
Yeah.
they bit. They caught on and they love it now, I think.
They're perfect together.
They have perfect chemistry together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they remind me
They're-
of what were the sisters' names in James and the Giant Peach?
Spiker and
Spiker and
Sponge.
Yeah,
Sponge.
they were just so
Yeah.
perfect together.
All right. So before I get to the final question, I do want to ask you, just so everyone else knows, how do people get tickets for the show if they want to go, which they obviously should?
Yeah, so
There's like a website, I
So
think.
so it's on BookTix.
Yeah.
You can there's a link on Schoology that you can find. It's also on Facebook, all our social media pages. So if your parents are on there, they can look that up as well. Tickets will also be available at the door. You'll be able to buy them at the door using BookTix. So tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for students. And then little tiny children are free. So little baby children that are not school age. So everybody under kindergarten is free.
But you can't dress up in a baby outfit.
No.
Okay,
Sorry.
checking, because I have a blow up one of those.
Oh no! Imagine that, you guys.
You probably could.
Mr. Hutch just walks in like goo goo gaga.
So
I want to be free.
yeah. So final question for all of you, which I think maybe is the most important, is what is so special about just music department, musical theater, and things like that you could just share with the world so that they can understand how special this is to you. You all, 3 of you are near the same age. 1 of you, well, 2 of us are not near your age, but musical theater is special for different reasons for us. So can you just talk about that for a little bit to wrap things up?
Well, I mean, for me, music has always been a very big part of my life.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like starting with theater and school aspect of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I have made so many great friends.
Yeah,
and
the
so
community.
many.
Yeah.
The community is just great, and we all have such a passion, like the same passion.
Yeah.
I feel like, and I feel like that's just great to be around, especially at our age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
and
find peers that have the same likes and
Yeah.
things that they enjoy, because I just love being in the same room as people that share my interests.
Yeah.
Because we all like know the same things and we all agree with each other, and it's nice
Yeah.
to have. That
And even if we
community.
don't agree with each other, we can definitely see each other's.
yeah, like we, yeah,
I just feel like we're all like connected. You meet someone, they're like your friends forever, and it's just it's a interconnection with everyone in the show.
Yeah.
yeah. Like I have a special connection with certain people in the show, like closer friends, but I think everyone in the show is
Yeah.
It definitely
amazing.
gets along, and
yeah, we all see eye to eye.
Yeah.
Usually.
We all have like the same passion, of course, and
Yeah.
I think it's worth noting that so where I went to school in the city. We did not have anything like this. So I think it's important to remember how lucky we are out here to have the theater department that we have and the music department that we have. But another thing, once I got to high school, I did have a really solid music department, and it was always the greatest thing to have the chorus and band rooms kind of be the island of misfit toys, the kids that can come in and feel like it's a safe space, and
Yeah.
they can be themselves without ever having to worry about getting picked on for who they are, or I've always wanted to be that for kids, and I think that that's what makes this my favorite thing ever, because I love when the kids come down during tutorial to see me, and we have great conversations and we talk about the show, and I just feel like the kids have really opened up, and they've become really themselves when they're in my room, and you can't put a price on that. It's wonderful. I love that. I love being that for kids, and that's my favorite thing.
And I would like to shout out Miss Polaski.
Hey, thanks guys.
She is definitely a great teacher, and I love having her as
Yeah.
a director and as a teacher.
Aw.
Thank you.
All right, and the curtain closes in that moment. You guys were super fun. Like, wow, awesome podcast by all of you. That was really great. All right, so everyone needs to get tickets, right?
Yes.
And go
Definitely.
see any of the opportunities that you have available. Thanks for listening to this episode of Parker Podcast, special Little Mermaid Musical Junior Edition. And we hope that you tune in again next time. All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
While we devote full time to floating under the sea.